So we're going to go up here and type up CoughDrop. It's going to take you to the website. Here's the sign in. Sometimes you will see the sign in on the right side. That's the landing page that doesn't have this green bar. Here's the other board you might see where it says not signed in. You can hit sign in. It brings you here. I am going to go to our Learn AAC account. You'll hit sign in. So the very first thing you're going to do to make your own board is, this will be a home board. We are going to shift all the symbols. But we are going to exit speak mode. And then we are going to create a new board. This is where I'm just going to make materials. I like to name my boards so that I can find it later on. But I also save my my PDFs, and actually I rely on that more, but it depends on your workflow. So I'm actually going to use this as an opportunity to make visuals for some of those early math words that you might see in equals. So I'm going to equals early words. I'm going to do 1 because I might make multiples. I want to make my picture cards about 3.5 by 3.5 inches. This 2 by 3 size is the best option to do so. If you want them slightly smaller, I would go to the 4 by 3. But I found, especially for our students who have a lot of visual impairments, or for like whole group where you'd like to make them larger, 2 by 3 seems to be a perfect size. Always keep your stuff on private. Just really good habit. We don't need to share our stuff with the world, because what happens is if you put the board on public, it will be searchable by literally anyone who can sign into CoughDrop. So we don't want that. I'm going to create the board. And so my very first word, so here I am. I have a grid. I can click on the label, and that's where I can type a word, or I can click here and add a picture. If I add a label, it will find the first picture available. So I like to do this. So I'm going to use the word look. And then it's going to take a moment. It's going to load. It's actually loading an open symbol for the word look. I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to change the button's picture. I do want to take this library and move it from open symbols to symbol sticks, because that's what we're primarily using. So I'm going to research. There it is. Yep, that's the one for look and see. I feel like there's a better look. I thought the symbol had an outline around the face, but I guess it doesn't. So I'm going to do that. Perfect. So you see how it updated up here. That's great. If you ever need to go back, you can click the X, or you can hit General. General takes you to where you can adjust the colors. It is a verb, so I am going to leave it green. I might change the whole thing to white. But if I need to start over because the word and the picture and the color are all not correct, I can hit clear button. Anyway, so it's all set. So I'm going to hit close. So there's look. Look is ready. My next word is going to be touch. T-O-U-C. Touch, because I want them to touch the items. We'll see what it pulls up. Okay. Perfect. So that first image was a symbol. It was an open symbols symbol, opensymbols.org symbol. And then this one, we changed this to symbol sticks. So it knows, CoughDrop knows that I'm looking for the symbol sticks symbol set. So it automatically used the correct symbol set for the word touch. My next word is going to be same. And then different, and then sort, because we may be sorting items that are same and different, and help. So I can have students ask for help or help each other. I need to click off of it for it to load, so I'll just click over here on same. And there it goes, help. Interestingly, it didn't put a color behind help. It should have. Same and different are descriptors, so they should be blue. Everything else is a verb that should be green, but I'm actually, just to make them to simplify visually the information, I'm going to make them white. Now, I'm going to save that, but I actually don't love the picture for same and different. I want them more simplified. Let's say the student needs it more simplified, or I know my group that I'm going to use these cards with do. So I'm going to edit the board. I'm going to change the word same. There are multiple things that come up. I know that I've been using this as a simplified version with less visual information. I am going to say, though, that when you search, that first thing that pops up is most likely the representation of that word. So we got same, and we've got different. So we're going to use this. And we're going to close. So, okay, now I've got those set to be what I want them to be. I'm going to hit save. And let's say I'm ready to print this. The very first thing I do is I go to more, and then I go print board. So I click here. I don't want a header. That header is that space where it builds the sentence. I don't need those for these cards. So then I'm going to print the board. It's working on it. So let's say it prints it, and then it'll open up another tab, and that's where I click on that, and then I will download that, and that will create my PDF. So this right here will be what comes out as a PDF, and then I print, laminate, cut. But that way I've got my symbols, I've got the words for those who are relying on graphemes to read and understand, and for the adults in the room. Anyways, that's what it'll look like. Then you print it out and modify it as needed.